Hi there and welcome back. It's Tanya from Touch Treasures and welcome to Self-Care Sunday. This has been started off by Tammy Van Twerp. I should leave her link. I'm going to leave her link down below. And also Carol from Free Spirit Arts is taking part, so I will definitely put her link down below. I'm not sure if anybody else is doing videos on it, but if I see somebody, I'll start adding them to the list. So, been doing this a couple of weeks now. Week one kind of looked at what self-care meant to me, and I wrote down the basics of self-care. And we spoke about, this will look a lot different for each person. And with having a chronic illness, these are my kind of basic steps to having more energy, sleeping better, not feeling so anxious and things like that. So I find if, my bedtime routine goes to pot, then I'm really fatigued. Then I start feeling anxious. So this is kind of my base. And then we looked at things that we've enjoyed doing in the past. Maybe we've forgotten about them, maybe we just don't have time for them anymore, and having a think how we can introduce them back into our lives, or even pick up something new. So I'd put down music. Not listened to music really for years. I love watching skateboarding and bikes, reading, sewing and colouring. And over the last week or so, I've also remembered a couple more things that I like doing. So I've always had an interest in tarot cards and things like that, and Tammy has been doing Tarot Tuesday, and they're one of my favourite videos. And yeah, I kind of, I wasn't heavily into it, but I love the cards, and the artwork in the cards is lovely. So I have actually ordered some oracle cards, so I shall be getting back to that. And last week I showed you my kind of hobby bag, which I used to refer to as my sickness bag, and I only got that out when I was sick, but most of the time I'd be too sick to do anything in there apart from flick through books and look at pictures. So it's now called my hobby bag, so that allows me to pick it up more, because there has been times, and how crazy is this, where I have gone to pick it up and I've thought, but I'm not sick, so why do I want to go in it? So yeah, just removing that title, I'm hoping will help me be able to access these things better. And in there, I'd got two workbooks. One was oh dear, I forget what it is. One was a Brené Brown book, and the other was some shadow work. And along with those, that's where I do my journaling. So I want to get back to those. And I've always loved reading. When I put reading, I kind of meant light reading, novels kind of things. But I want to get back into, reading. No, I'm not going to call them self-help. They're self-improvement books. I should have some Tipp-Ex somewhere. What's this Tipp-Ex? Correction tape. Yeah, self-improvement books. There was something I always enjoyed, one of the first ones I ever read was Men Are From Venus, Women Are From Venus, Men Are From Mars, and I actually bought the full collection. I think there was 4 or 5, and I often remind myself of things from that. I can't remember many of the things, but one of the things that always stuck with me is when you ask a man if he can take the bin out. So you use the word can, and he will say, yes, I can take the bin out, because he can. You're not actually asking him, will you take the bin out? And that kind of it's just funny how, to me, if somebody says, can you do such and such, to me that means go and do it. But yeah, it doesn't mean the same for men. So it really did help me, and that was my really late teens, early 20s. So self-improvement books. And something else I like watching, and I can't believe that I haven't put it here because I have mentioned it several times, is I like watching urban, and I do that now. So urban exploring. So empty houses and castles and derelict buildings and stuff, people going in and filming it. And I like the ones who show the paint peel and the wallpaper coming off, and the patina, and the nature coming in through the windows, and taking it back, and yeah, I really find that inspiring, and visually it's I just love it. There's no explanation. And I also like, and I'm not sure of the correct name, but it's kind of, again, it's an urban thing. It's where they and it's a bit like skateboarding, because I like watching the urbans skating. I love watching them, do tricks and stuff, but I prefer the jumping on benches and off benches, and using the streets as an actual playground. And I call it urban running, and it's people using everything to jump off and that kind of thing. Really dangerous, but absolutely, it's like watching a James Bond film, where they're running and they're jumping on roofs, and you think, oh, that's totally unrealistic, but people can actually do it. So, and I do watch that. It's strange, isn't it, what people's hobbies are? But I mean, these are now all hobbies that are, for me, indoor hobbies. I've kind of, over the years, with having a chronic illness, I've not lost. I've had to change what I do and what gives me pleasure. I used to love hill walking. Yeah, I could do it, but I would probably be laid up for a couple of weeks. So it's not worth me doing it, and it's not worth me putting it on here because it's unrealistic. Something else I didn't put on here is the walking. It's something that I stopped doing on a regular basis when I was working full time. And then, when I was first sick, I didn't. So, yeah, I'm already doing walking. And obviously, the yoga and the meditation are things that I'm already doing. So, until I actually thought about, what things bring me pleasure in a hobby kind of pastime way, it's surprising how many things you're actually doing. So now I've identified that, I'm enjoying these things even more, because it's like, this is my pastime, you know, this is how I choose to spend my time. There was something else which I've totally forgotten about, but if I remember, I'll add to it. So yeah, I'm glad I've identified that because you know, you do things willy-nilly, don't you, without. And crafting, you know, I do it every day. And it brings me so much joy. And when I can't do it, I really miss it. I miss the feeling of the paper. I miss all the different textures and the colours and things like that. So because I do it every day, and I can't say I take it for granted, but I don't think you recognise that is the thing that brings you joy. It's only when you're not doing it that you miss it. So there was a couple more which I will add on to there. So I found that exercise really useful, and I can keep going back to this and saying, am I doing all these things, because I need to do these things to be able to do the things that I enjoy. So something else, going on day trips. I love going on day trips. I don't go on them very often because they're exhausting, and I'm going to put staying over, because I love day trips where you're actually staying over. And I love going for a massage. You know, I do it very occasionally. You know, it's something that is, you know, it's an expensive, I want to say luxury, but I mean, really, you know, it should be accessible, shouldn't it? You know, medicines are given out and stuff, but yeah, I'd prefer a prescription for you know, a weekly massage. So this is all gone in my planner, and I must just give it a quick shout out. This is a collaboration planner between myself and Nanine at Collage Type. We've both got two totally different planners, and I'm using it for this self-help, self-improvement, and for my videos, and you know, notes about giveaways and things like that. And it's pretty. I want to get it out and look at it. So that is that. So I've just watched Tammy's video for this week, and I thought it was quite spooky. Only because it's affirmations, and if you're in the Facebook group, you'll know the last couple of weeks I've been putting the odd affirmation up, and this morning I've just put a little guide up. Everything I've been speaking about, I have been putting little guides up in the Facebook group. They're not, you know, deep into anything, but it's a quick overview, and I've enjoyed it because the vitamins that I've put up, they're the vitamins that I take, and it kind of reminded me why I take them and stuff. So it's actually been good for me, and you know, clarifying why I actually do certain things. So she was saying about affirmations, and strangely enough, last week I ordered an affirmation deck. Sorry, I have had these in the past. I've had little you know, things on your desk that a bit similar to the calendar that I used last year. These was like words to live by, and I really enjoyed that. And I've also had, you know, like a little stand on my desk to put cards, and I don't know where these things have gone. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to get myself some affirmation cards, because, you know, I am a believer in we talk to ourselves, sometimes we talk to ourselves the way, you know, we definitely wouldn't talk to a friend the way we talk to ourselves sometimes. And for me, it's an automatic thing. So let me think of an example. Okay, so you do something, you make a mistake, something didn't work. You go through, I'm stupid, I can't do it. And then, you know, that doesn't do any good for your self-confidence or the way, you know, you feel about yourself and the way you portray yourself to other people. The last couple of weeks, I've had some personal stuff going off, and I've also been up and down with my illness, and I've had quite a few days where I've not cooked, I've not tidied, and I think I'm lazy, I'm a rubbish partner, it's too much for me, I can't cope, all these negative things. And then I actually then think that my partner thinks this. And, you know, sometimes he'll make a bit of a joke about sacking the maid. I mean, totally inappropriate for this time and age, but obviously it's a personal joke between ourselves, and he doesn't say it very often. But, you know, I then think, he's going to think that I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. And all that happens then is I feel even more that you know, I can't cope and things. So these things that we say, you know, I think they are detrimental to ourselves. And we don't, well, a lot of us don't allow comments, you know, nice comments, or I like your hair. Oh, my hair, oh, I had it done ages ago. You know, oh, you look nice today. Oh, do I? Oh, I actually feel really tired. And it's very hard to accept compliments from other people. So start with yourself, start complimenting yourself. And I've always found that really difficult, because I think if I say to myself, oh, you look good, or this is brilliant, or, you know, whatever, I always think that I'm being big-headed, that I'm boasting, that I'm overconfident. So it's very, very difficult, and I have learned to take compliments off other people, but I do notice that I do have to stop the automatic what's going to come out my mouth of, oh, this old thing, and think, you know, I've that second to go, oh, thank you very much, you know, I really appreciate you saying so. And that's all you've got to say. You haven't got to go into, oh, yeah, I got it from such and such, and it's this and it's that. Just say, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I do have to stop myself, and, you know, I am quite aware. So let's have a look at this. The reason I did choose these, I did look at quite a few. I had them on Amazon. I haven't added these to my Amazon favourites. I do have, I think I've called it self-care list up in there, which, you know, I've added to over the last 2 years. So I will add these new things. But yeah, I just thought they're simple. I like the black and white. I like the simplicity of it. There was some very pretty ones. I did, you know, go back and forth, and I thought, no, I just want a direct, this is what it says. If I want something, you know, pretty and stuff, I've got, you know, lots of those beautiful quotes and things in there. So I just wanted something plain, but there's, you know, thousands of different things. So I'm going to get these, we'll start with these next week. And I thought I'll probably just randomly pick one, and I'm going to have it as my kind of mantra for the week. And I'm going to keep saying it to myself. I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to look in the mirror and say it to myself. When I'm out and about, I'm going to say it in my head. And hopefully I can, you know, some of these won't be applicable to me. They might not be something that you know, have got a deep meaning. I'm hoping you can see these, because I don't want to read them all out. So that's something that we're gonna do every week. Just, you know, pull a card out. I might say how I feel about that card, and how it's gonna you know, come into my life type thing. So that is those. And I had a few little purchases. I don't feel like I've bought myself things for ages, and by that I don't mean, you know, like shoes, you know, winter boots or new slippers or pajamas, but things that you're interested in, like a luxury item. So yeah, it was nice to actually buy something. So I do have one of these holders, and I have it in my bedroom, and it's like a long leaf in the same metal, and I like that when I'm doing my yoga and meditating. And I've often thought, oh, I'll bring it in here, but it is quite long. So I've ordered this because I know a lot of you, when I light my candle, you kind of think I'm going to burn myself. And yeah, I think that too sometimes. But I thought I can, you know, light my joss stick, and I'll move it away from myself, obviously, because there's quite a lot of smoke. These ones, my daughter bought them, and I forget whose they are. I did look them up on the internet, and these was for kind of health and I can't remember, but the way it was written and that, I thought, wow, that's perfect. My middle daughter is very good at buying, you know, just the right thing. And I even have a green lighter. So this is the lighter out of my bedroom. So just let it burn a little sec, and then blow it out. I'll just put it there until it gets too smoky. I don't know if that'll look nice in the camera, actually. will be oh, and I love this brand. I don't know if it's everywhere. It's everywhere in the UK. I've never had this before. So it's Muscle Ease Massage and Body Oil with ginger, lemongrass and rosemary. I normally have a lavender oil which I massage in, which I absolutely love because I love the smell. And it definitely you know, seems to loosen me up. So I'm keen to try this, but I'm gonna finish my lavender one off first. So that's that. So Tisserand, I don't know if you say it like that. And I've had these before. These are little roll-ons, which I think you put like on your pulse points. So I put it on my wrist, somewhere behind my ear. Oh, it says here, temples, neck, and behind your ears, and can be used on the wrist. And I've had these for all sorts of things. I've bought them for the grandchildren as well before, and my daughters. I personally, they work for me. So this one's breathe deep, true comfort, and sleep better. I normally do buy the sleep one, this blue one, and I have their pillow spray as well. So I have still got one what I'm using at the minute, so I will keep that wrapped up until then. And then I thought this would be a fun weekly thing that can just, you know, again, pick one out of at random. I've often thought about getting these, but obviously, you know, the Tatty Treasures channel, it would be a bit strange me just getting these out. Yeah, I thought I'm going to get some. So again, there's hundreds of different ones. So I did look at the kind of what questions are they and things like that. And I did like these. So I'm not keen on the pictures, but I liked the questions. So there's like 3 on each one. What makes you feel hopeful for the future? What does your idea of a good funeral look like? What advice would you give to the next generation about what it means to live a good life? But I thought there was really, I mean, these would be great to journal. You could, you know, definitely use these as journal prompts. So yeah, I might look through them and see if I'd be comfortable answering those on camera. Some of them I might, obviously. Okay. Oh, so I've just noticed that these ones are like back in the day. So when have you felt brave? What have you done that felt spontaneous? And then right here, right now, which I think might be a bit more probing. Tomorrow and beyond. And then I don't know if the other ones are the same or if they're different. Warm up. Oh, so I'll probably start off with warm up. Yeah, so I'll go through them and see yeah, what wouldn't be appropriate, and I'll probably, you know, put those on one side and the others on the other side. The others might be, you know, better to journal as a private thing. But yeah, I thought that would be quite fun. So we'll see how we go with that. But hopefully I'll remember to do them weekly, so we can have a little segment on the video. If I was clever, I would do some, you know, that it would come up on the screen that it was in a segment. In a segment, sorry, I've gone silly now. So they was the things what I treated myself to, and I felt quite bad because, I mean, these I can put these down to, you know, these are for my health, these are to relax me, and they're good. These I was a little bit like, oh, I mean, they wasn't, you know, mega expensive, but yeah, why not? Why not? I deserve them, and if it creates a conversation, a giggle, and all the rest of it, that is definitely you know, my self-care because laughing and smiling and all the rest of it is part of self-care. So why not? I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. Yeah, you do need to say it quite a few times. So that is the word that I am going to use this week, before, you know, we start using the affirmation deck. So I am worthy. If that works for you, then you're more than welcome to join me in that, or find something that works for you. I have put some examples on the guide in the Facebook group. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to go and put these in my bedroom, and yeah, I might get a little box in here for things, you know, for this channel. So thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking, leaving a comment, and yeah, if you want to leave me any advice or your, you know, stories and that, please feel free. You can always email me. My email is in my link tree. And oh, I must also say, and I hadn't really thought about it until Tammy said it last week, you know, I'm not a trained professional. I'm not, you know, a nurse or a counsellor or anything. All I'm doing is talking about my personal experiences and what works for me. So please be aware that I'm not trained. So thank you so much. Yeah, I bet you're saying, yeah, well, we knew you weren't trained. Sorry. Right, I am worthy. No, was that my word? I need to write this down, don't I? I am worthy. Okay. Right, I'm going. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.